Hi, I'm Luke Tate here with Dave Young, and today we're going to talk a little bit about scams and how we can avoid them. So Dave, in your experience, what are some of the red flags that people can look for to avoid scams in investments?
Well, there's just a few easy ones. One thing is to not be rushed. In other words, when somebody wants you to invest in whatever they're recommending or talking to you about, don't feel rushed. If they're rushing you, you've got to do it now, you've got to do it soon. Just push back. It's a lot easier to not be rushed and to get it right than to be pressured into it. Another thing is, don't necessarily ever judge somebody by how they look and sound. I've heard so many times somebody say, "Oh, he was such a nice man," and "Oh, he just seemed like such a good person." Well, scammers that's how they make their living, is by duping people. And so you really can't go off of how they look and sound. You've got to have more information than that. Just because they sound good, just because they look nice, doesn't mean what they're giving you is good. Also, I'd watch out for people who are preying on your fears. In other words, if they're hitting you up and saying you're going to outlive your money, we will help make your money safe. Anytime they're promising things that prey on your fears, I would push back, because that's just an emotional sell, and they're just trying to talk you into something based on your fears.
So a big thing seems to be to ask questions. Well, there was Bernie Madoff, and he was a financial advisor, and kind of like you say, a lot of people had trust in him. How did something like that happen to so many people?
Well, not only did they have trust in him, but he was registered with the government. He was a registered advisor, so how did it happen? With Bernie Madoff, the issue is investors were giving their money to Bernie Madoff, and he was the investment advisor. So he had full control of their money, and that allowed him to essentially make up the reports of what they were getting. And so they were receiving reports, but they were just made up. They were fabrications, but investors felt fine. So the way you avoid that is to make sure that you've got your advisor who's managing your money, and that he does not have custody of your money at the same time. So, for example, what we do here at Paragon is we put all of our clients' money into Charles Schwab. They're an independent investment broker. They're completely separate from us. Our clients get statements each month to show the value of their account. They can go online and they can see the value of their account. And we have no control over that. So by separating those two functions to where you've got some entity holding your money, you've got another entity advising on how that money should be invested, gives you the protection that someone's not just cooking the books.
So you want to separate the people who are reporting it to the people who are investing it.
Right.
That's excellent. Well, thanks, Dave.
Thanks.
And thanks for watching Paragon TV.